Hi guys, so finally got around to making a guide, and so you know what to expect and what it's going to do, I'll just give you a demo of the S&P. And so we had the buy setups here, because we had the crossover to the downside, we had one here. Okay, so we've gone up higher, and now this likely less short, more long. You could probably argue they did buy up here. We don't really know for sure, but we do know that we had the crossover for a sell. And it is really fallen. Okay, so that's just a really good demo of how it works. So we're just trading the crossovers. Okay, so there's one here, they went long, really fell, and they started shorting, and so we come up, and now they've gone long, so we're falling. Okay, so that's like what you should see, what to expect, and we've seen this time in, time again, through many years now. Okay, and so we've done a guide, and so what it does, whenever we get the crossovers, we'll simply get that into MetaTrader 5, and that will be triggering buys and sells based on the crossover. So you can see how it's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so FXCM trading station to MetaTrader 5, you send FXCM SSI crossovers to MetaTrader 5. There's my email. If you need to contact me, you can email me or message me on Telegram, Discord. And so it does make some assumptions that you've got the trading station. You should all have it, because it's absolutely amazing. This is the trading station, and that's that. Okay, so you know we should all be using that. It's absolutely ridiculously powerful. It's just amazing. And you need the SSI indicator, which you can download there. It's a free download. You don't need to create a live account. You can create a demo account. So that's free, and that's free as well. So this is the link to my affiliate marketing campaign. So if you want to click that link, and then you fund your account, and you basically can unlock lots of stuff, lots of content in Discord, get the spreadsheet for free, and all loads of free stuff. So you do need these three prerequisites. Okay, so you download the indicator for FXCM. So there's the link to the Google Sheets. By clicking it, you'll need to I need to approve it, basically. Okay, so I'll know who's who, and I should recognize some emails from if you're in Discord. Okay, and if you're not in Discord, I can't approve it. Okay, and then next week, even the Discord guys won't have access to it, and everyone will have to pay for this particular product. So the Discord members have got a week to test it, to download it, and then to see how it works. And so what we need to do is locate the file folder. So you come to Open Data folder in your MetaTrader 5, and then you're going to come to MQL5, and you're going to come to Files. And what you need to do is right-click that Files folder. Okay, so you're going to copy address as text, and then you're going to paste it into here, so that you're just going to keep it somewhere safe, because you will need it later. So we need to get that address. We need to basically tell FXCM trading station, this is where you're going to put the files. You're going to put it in here, so MetaTrader 5 can read those files, and then we can trade those crossovers. And so you're going to open that LUA, and you're going to scroll down to this bit. And so what you'll need to do, see where it says local MT5 path, that is going to be drastically different according to your address here. Okay, so you won't be called David, for example, and your terminal ID is going to be totally different. So you just need to make sure you've copied the address text, and then you're going to copy this, whatever it is, into the LUA file, and where it says local MT5 path, you're going to copy that out. Well, in fact, you can delete it up to the speech mark, and then you're going to paste it in there. So it's important that it does that you've copied it correctly. You don't copy it over this bit where it says action text. It's just how that looks. That's how yours should look. Obviously your name's going to be different, and your terminal ID is going to be different, right? And so just ensure this matches, you know, so that ensure that ties up with this. Okay, so you know it's quite straightforward, and ensure it doesn't say administrator there. So once you've done the editing, you need to save it, and you need to save it as a LUA. So you make sure that it's all files, and you've called it grok or whatever it's what you want to call it, test.lua, and then make sure the encoding is ANSI. That's important because by default, our Notepad wants to save as UTF. That causes problems, so we want to change that to ANSI. Right, and then you can just right click the file, click properties, just to ensure that it is saved as LUA. If it's saved as text, it's no good. So you just need to make sure it's saved as type, all files, with the extension LUA, with the encoding ANSI. Okay, so it should be quite straightforward, it's not complex. And then you're going to come to the trading station, and we had this cell set up here on the Dow Jones. Just so you know, it's before and after. Look, them going long on that candle, right? And this is just as we had the cell set up. So, well, I mean, it says, it speaks volumes, doesn't it? Really, how powerful it's going to be for you. Okay, so I assume you've already had the SSI indicator. You do need to install it as per the requirements at the very top. And so you've got that installed. And then you're going to install the LUA indicator. So you're going to come to insert up here, and you're going to do add indicator, and then you're going to search for import, and then you're going to install that file that you just edited. So click install. Once it's installed, then you're going to select it again for installation, which is a little bit crazy because you think after installing it, it'll be installed, but you need to select it again. Search for the file, and it'll come up under recent or other, and then you're gonna, you can install it. Okay, if successful, we will see a screen like this, and you can change the MA period. And so 21 is our default. It's de facto. It works really well. So if everything goes well, we should be ready to try the system. Here we have received the alert of the crossover. Right, we've got the cell set up. Likewise, again, let's revisit that. All right. Is that a coincidence? No, right? And so we had the cell set up. Boom. Okay. Navigate to your MQL file folder, and you should see two files in there, and that's the requirements for the MetaTrader 5 Expert Advisor. It will then read those files, and then it will trade those files, right? And so if you'd like to purchase the system, contact me, or you can buy it at patreon.com/QuasiDB. It's going to be $300, which I think is fair value, because that in itself is paid for itself for a lifetime. We've fallen hundreds and hundreds of points in the space of an hour, just by that. Okay, so it's worthwhile. It's excellent value for money. It should be more. And so there's the download link for the MetaTrader 5 EA, which you'll need to download. How to install the Expert Advisor. You're going to put it into here, and then you're going to put it into here, and then that's it. And then it simply read those files. Whenever these get updated, it will simply act, a long or a buy, a sell or short, and then it will trade those values. And you'll note that on the date modified is 1507, 1505. It's because I was trying to trigger the files to appear, so I did the 1 minute time frame. Don't do the 1 minute time frame. That's only for testing, because I want to ensure that these files appear. You want to do H1, and you want to use the 21 moving average. Okay, and that's it for the guide for the FXCM SSI crossovers to MetaTrader 5. Any questions, let me know. Should be very straightforward. The key thing is that when you save it, you need to do this bit. You need to make sure that this bit's correct. And then you're just going to overwrite that line. Well, actually not that line, but just that content up to here. And then you're going to replace it. So what you're going to do is that value here is going to be wrong, and your user name is going to be different. So change that. and change that, because you're not going to be called David and your instance ID is not going to be the same as mine. And that's the video for the guide. And any questions, let me know. And I wish you a great weekend. And here's to lots and lots of profits using the retail sentiment and the crossover logic.